Baby, we got a Pride recap, but it's only week 2 of Pride. Dipper talks all about going to lesbian park.
Dyke Day LA.
You can say that?
That's the name of their organization.
And I talk about doing a live reading, and then we take a bunch of phone calls.
It's great. And we find out what Meatball orders for food.
And how much I spent. Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us. Sloppy seconds.
Oh, Diva. Our number is 213-536-91. Eight zero.
Freak. She gives freak.
How you fuck, you stupid little fuck, you nasty little fuck, you dirty little fuck, you stupid little fuck. Welcome to Sloppy Second to Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
I don't know if I'm growing my hair out or I'm just lazy, but I need something to go on. You know what I thought about doing is going in and saying comb it down and do a mushroom cut. Like a tiny little mushroom cut.
Like a little bowl. But you were rocking Caesars for a minute.
I was. But just in the front half, because, you know, the back half bald. But now that it's long enough, maybe I could do a little, like a very high, very tight, very small bowl cut.
What?
You think I can get away with that?
Why don't you do one of them queer cuts?
That's what I just described.
Oh. Well, I don't know. No, I mean more like, could you maybe get away with like bald spot mullet? That's very in right now.
Ugh,
like a full here and then like kind of a like a shaved side.
That mullet on the back would be salty, baby. That's where all the sweat pools.
Way?
Hot dog?
Yeah.
In the hot dog on my neck? What was that read on Drag Race where someone said Candy Muse was selling hot dogs out of her
smuggling
back
a pack of hot dogs?
Jesus Christ.
Nothing will ever beat. Well, here's the thing. Everyone is always so fun with their reads and like shaking them, but I still can never get over Alexis Michelle being like, yeah, making fun of my body. Like she was so mad.
Oh yeah, she was like an eye for an eye. That was harsh. Harsh, Farrah.
That was harsh.
She called Farrah a whore.
They're called. You call them your men. They're called Johns or whatever. What did she say? Boyfriends?
The fervor and confidence in which you deliver quotes that are nowhere near the actual words is incredible.
Oh, sure. Who cares?
I went to the Dyke Day LA picnic.
It's Pride!
Girl, this Pride is like punching you in the face 1 week after the next.
I'm dead inside. I'm literally leaving in the morning to go to Columbus. I just had to get into drag to then get out of drag. I'm mad.
It. I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm mad. No, I have like been purposefully dodging. I've been doing the little Kim dance.
Well, we've noticed. I've been talking to people. I said, "Where has Dipper been?" And they were like, "Oh, he's not been coming out."
Who have you been talking to?
Well, I'm not gonna say here on the pod.
Well, it seems like you're running my name around in the streets trying to figure out where I'm at. You've got my phone number.
I just keep asking if you're gonna be at places, and they're like, "No."
Oh, like if I'm gonna come to your gigs or whatever?
I don't care if you come to my gigs.
Well, then where are you talking to people?
Why are you minding your own business?
It is my business that you're talking about out in these streets.
It's not your business. It's where you're at.
Girl, I'm buried under a mountain of work that I made for myself. I'm fully aware. I'm working late.
Because I'm
depressed.
Oh, I have to clean those boobs out again before I head to Columbus.
There you go, baby girl. No, I've been sort of
a lot of stuff to do tonight.
I've been like dodging Pride a little bit, just because of its like hectic nature.
The energy's off this year, babes.
But I loved the Dyke Day LA picnic. It was in Highland Park. I walked. Took me an hour, but I walked. It was like 3 miles away. I was like, I'm gonna walk it. Cause when stuff
It
is
seems
like,
cute on the way, and then when it's time to go home, you have to walk up that hill.
well, no, because I took a car home. But when I tell you the, the
I deleted Uber
whiplash,
Eats, but not Uber.
yeah, because I still gotta get places. What do you think? I'm gonna call an Uber to take me to the restaurant? I might not have Uber Eats on my phone, baby.
Just drive to the restaurant.
I got texting to do. No,
Oh,
the whiplash of like a pride event that then when you're in an Uber and it's like the guy makes 3 homophobic comments immediately
oh
is
no.
like psychotic.
Oh
Like I
no.
walked down there, the vibe was incredible. It was like so lovely. Everyone was out. It's a big free event where people just like picnic. Like we should definitely go next year and like get a spot on the grass and bring some chairs and bring some ribs and like watermelon sandwiches for if you know and just like have a picnic because there are some performances, sure, and there are some like
Who?
I don't know, none of the there was like DJs and then like dance acts and some music, but like it's really low key. It's really about just like filling the park with queer energy, which was really cool.
Mm.
So that was fun. And then I like was walking home and I was like, I'm gonna get a car. I got stuff to do tonight. I need the energy not spent on the walk home. So I
Jeez.
stopped at the 7-Eleven. I got a water and I
Wow.
called a car. And the moment I got in the car, he was like, a lot of lesbians around here. That was like the first thing he said. He was like,
That's sick.
they're having a pride event down there, just dropped off some lesbians. Um
Uh-huh.
and then he made like the grossest homophobic comment about
No.
like basically it's so tired and boring the idea of like lesbians existing for a straight man's gaze or participation.
Did
And
you report
I
him?
responded, well, I don't think they'd appreciate that. And he was like, what? And I said, I don't think that, or no, I think I said, I don't think they'd find that funny. I had to like repeat myself slower and louder because like I don't think that he clocked that I was like
But you
not
were like,
happy
no,
with
you're
his
sick.
comment.
Yeah.
You're sick. And then he drove me home silently.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine being a drag queen.
Girl, I know. I mean, like I'm the person. My thing is, and this is not, this isn't a cross to bear, but like people say that shit to me all the time because they make
Because
an
you look.
assumption about
Yeah.
me, and so they say these like weird, gross, like like what they assume is like sort of dumb straight guy to dumb straight guy comment. It's like why we joke about big fella and big guy. Like security officers talk to me all the time. People come up to me at clubs when I'm there for fun and ask me if they can walk past because they think I'm a security guard blocking the way
We'll quit standing in doorways.
and scowling. I know, I do those things. But so anyways, it was like just that whiplash of like this like
Mm-hmm.
beautiful thing, and then I get in this car and it's like it's his car and he's driving and you're like in the backseat, you feel like he's in charge and he makes these like gross comments and you're just like, get me out of here.
Yeah, get me out of here. You're sick. I hate you.
And then like, oh, be confrontational and then drive me to my home.
Yeah, it's like, what are we? Yeah. Sometimes I just let them say weird shit and I just go, yeah. Okay.
Well, when they're doing weird like conspiracy stuff or like pitching you like a pyramid scheme,
Religion.
all
Yeah.
you can do is that. But when they say something fucked up, you can like you can retort a little bit, don't you think?
I'd rather
You'd
just
rather just work late.
because I'm a singer.
Next line is
Oh, he looks so cute. Wrapped around my finger.
which is almost a fisting joke.
I did that number again at Akbar,
Heard about it.
and I knew the words this time.
Did you?
Yeah, I've learned the words.
Now the
Bitch.
words are kind of weird.
Yeah, and they're not fun, but
They're not fun. Say it to
What a
her face. Sabrina.
Once you learn them, it's like, oh, it kind of makes sense in the way that she's doing it.
I just hate that the music video doesn't tell the story of the song.
No, why
like-
did she get arrested?
The song is like, I'm a drug. I've got you
caffeine,
infatuated, and I make you.
And I
perk
realize, like,
up.
kind of everything that she sings about, like all the like, I'm out and do it for you. It's like all stuff that keeps you awake.
Yes, bitch.
I wasn't
Okay.
thinking about that. I was literally trying to get the lyrics, and I was like, oh, except for soft skin and I perfumed it for you. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, she's just letting you know her
She's
body's
just like,
ready.
I'm gonna perfume.
I'm wearing
One
a
touch.
perfume.
One touch and I brand nude it for you. That also doesn't make any sense.
Well, nude.
Oh. Huh.
There's a lot of fun rhyming play, double entendre. It's why I like slant rhymes so much as a lyricist and a songwriter.
Internationally.
you.
International.
No,
Internationally known.
people are internationally aware of my
Aware of your
existence
presence.
in
So
certain
slay.
places. When I click on where the YouTube videos have been watched, they are global views, even if it's only 3 in Madagascar. The
Yeah, Pride's been really kicking my ass. Last weekend, I did 2 Pride gigs in a fucking row. Kill me.
how
but-
was Bears in Space?
I had a good time. Bears in Space is always fun. It's like a great way to like see fags. But I did that brunch at the One Hotel.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That was fun. I believe that was Saturday. And then it was Saturday morning. And then I think I went and saw Kelly Saturday night.
Saturday. Oh wait,
at
I heard about this.
Precinct.
Oh my god, shoes.
They did a Time magazine did a write up on Oh My God, Choose Kelly performing at Precinct.
because she literally never performs. She does. Her life is something completely different.
I think she's like a comedy writer now.
And
Can I say,
what?
after she walked out on stage and the audience just screamed for like
She
a
stood
minute.
there.
She stood there, and then they were like, "Okay, start the song." They start the song. They do it. Kelly walks off stage, and then they're like, "We're gonna bring everybody back on." And I don't know. To me, she like wouldn't come back on for a minute. She came back on later. I think she was crying because it was like a moment. Like,
Well, it felt like a moment. All the clips I saw, the entire club was singing all of the words, and like, whether it was a character choice, a comedic choice, or just because this is not what you and I do, which is like put something out on the internet and be like, can I get gigs from it? And like run around and do like
well,
Kelly's
this is a 20-year-old video,
right. And like, and so the performance was not like giving choreography.
No, it's giving Kelly.
Rehearsal. It was giving, I'm standing there and going, shit.
I don't think that they thought people
It
would
was-
show up. And
and
then they had a
everyone knew
meet and greet
every
every
word.
fucking word. We were all screaming along. Like, it was insane. The energy was wild. And then he had a meet and greet line. He's a straight man.
Sure.
But Liam had a meet and greet line, and it wrapped around the fucking bar.
Incredible.
Like over in that one section, but it like went all the way down and around, and I was just like, I don't know. I was lucky enough to go backstage because I am who I am, and I got a little selfie. But I was like, when I was in high school, me and my friends made 3 YouTube music videos to your song Shoes, and then also the muffins.
There's some queen already has from 3 days ago a YouTube video of the performance has 17,000 views already.
It was the energy that night was wild. Like everyone was
17
serving.
years ago,
17 years.
69 million views.
I feel like it was one of the first like viral videos.
Yeah, girl, YouTube is not that old.
It's older than some people.
Let's take a break.
On that one, Gina.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. And we're back. So I did Akbar, which was really fun. I wasn't supposed to do a number, but two of the girls called out. So they said, "Do you want to do a number?"
Oh, you were just gonna host.
That was my job. And to be frank, they didn't give me a pay upgrade for doing a number.
Oh,
And I know two girls fucking called out, so I know they had the extra money. And that
Well-
place was packed to the gills. Hold
Call
on,
'em.
Steven. Hold on, I'm gonna text him right now. I want more money. But I had a good time. And
Is that how you like to run your party? Days later, have talent text you and say, "I know it's all done and won't exist again in that moment, but run me more money."
No, but someone tried to do that in New York, and I was like, "You can shut your fucking mouth. We agreed on one price, but we agreed on one price. Before you start thinking that you're slick, we agreed on one price
so you
and
think you're
one
grand.
job.
Correct.
We agreed on one price and one job. When the
Why
job
didn't you ask in the moment? Does this additional?
didn't think about it.
You didn't think about if more work equaled more pay? See, we all contain multitudes, Meatball. I'm not trying to call you out to be mean. I'm just
Honestly, it seems like that's what you're exactly trying to do.
Oh,
And then
my God.
I had a nice little Monday break where I cleaned my house.
And your butthole.
And then Tuesday, I was at the reading. Did you enjoy the live read? What was it? Live reading? Oh, staged reading
It was a
of Wayne's
staged reading
World.
of Wayne's World. Can I give people the breakdown? Basically, this was
full of stars.
Film Independent, right?
Love it.
Which is, I guess, an organization in LA partnered with the Wallace
Annenberg Performing Center
in Beverly Hills, which was such a nice
So
facility.
far.
So far,
Beautiful
so nice.
facility.
I mean,
I didn't
it's-
even realize that there was a
Girl,
what do you call that
the
on
rich
the second
people.
level?
The rich people live over there, and you know what they did with Beverly
We
Hills.
had to drive through the nice like the beautiful neighborhood. Remember when I did that birthday party for that one celebrity? We had to drive by that house. I was like, oh, we're getting into like the rich part of Beverly Hills.
And fact check me, because I just spew whatever I want to say on this podcast.
This is not a podcast of truth.
But like, it feels like after they looked around, whenever Beverly Hills was incorporated, they looked around and they were like, we're a bunch of rich people. Do you think we want our tax money going all over the city of Los Angeles? No, let's keep it here. And they made Beverly Hills. That's what it feels like, because they have valet at City Hall. They have the nicest school. I mean, they're like, the streets are clean to this. And then
It's a different city. And it's right next to WeHo, which is just Vomitville.
And then you're like 10 miles away in downtown LA is like, one of the biggest homeless problems in our country.
It felt like a different country.
It really is very wild. But anyways, this beautiful art center.
I did walk in and immediately say, y'all need to turn the AC on. It's hot.
Beautiful art center, and Meatball was a part of a staged reading starring Abby Jacobson from Broad City and Zoe Lister-Jones, who, if you look her up, you immediately recognize her.
You're gonna know exactly.
She plays Fawn Moscato on New Girl on multiple seasons, but also has just kind of like been in everything.
Sherry Cola, if you liked Drive, something Drive. What was that movie? It was so good. I went and saw it with Kimchi.
Joyride?
Joyride.
The film Drive, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, she was in that as well. And
Dylan Mulvaney.
Dylan Mulvaney was there, which was wild.
Nicole
We
Byer.
just talked about how
Nori
much we
Reed.
love Laurel. Nori Reed, who I did take Nori Reed out later that evening.
I want to hear about that. But I do want to just applaud. There was live music. Like, it was an elevated stage reading.
It was really good.
It was really set up
from the movie.
There were like background art to like set the stage. There was a live band. They played songs every time they played, the Wayne's World theme. And then there was a special guest, fucking Tia Carrere from the movie. Came out and sang. It was really an amazing thing. Meatball got big laughs.
Thank you.
There was big enjoyment.
Of me, the only drag queen.
Meatball felt a little under-rehearsed, and I found out later it's because she didn't go to the rehearsal.
Didn't go to...
But big laughs.
Oh, every time.
But there were a few parts. There were a few parts where like they were reading stage directions of your character, but because you didn't have anything to say, we all looked at you because you had a big name placard that said Stacy, and it was like, Stacy rides her bike, trips over or like hits the hood of a car, flips over the thing, stumbles, hurts herself,
and I just went. Ah!
You like heard it in real time, and it's one of the funnier moments of that film, which like I haven't seen in years, but when I heard it read aloud, I was like, oh, this is that moment when she's like biking by, and then
because they wanted me there at 4:00. That means I would have been in drag from 1:00, or started getting in drag at 1:00 to get all the way over to Beverly Hills by 4.
Well, when was the rehearsal over?
I don't know, 6.
And when did the show start?
7:30.
So theoretically, you could have beat your mug in between. But that's when the paycheck comes into play.
And it was a fundraiser for the ACLU. So they got what they got.
It was great. I'm just saying, like Delta talks about compensation and facilitation. And
The
if
amount of times I had to say, "Can you turn the air conditioner on?" Not to be a brat, but
No, you're like,
all of the people there were like, "It's hot back here," and I was like,
and they were
"Imagine
wearing
being
tank
me.
tops. Yeah, exactly.
Imagine being me. I'm wearing a fucking fur hat."
What are like your 3 go-to tips? Like if we were to do a summer gig outdoors in
today
July.
I had to go film that fucking thing, and I literally on the way there I was like, the room needs to be set to 60. I don't care if it gets to 60, but it needs to be fucking frozen for me when I get there. And
Okay,
at
but-
most, oh well.
I was just gonna say, if it's not about that, if it's like what you can do to your makeup application and wig application, what are like big tips? Like, do you ever like literally
In the summer, no matter what, I'm a very sweaty person. A lot of people just aren't sweaty. But for me,
don't know
I'm
that.
I'm super sweaty. So if you're a super sweaty person, I would say go ahead and plan on wearing a wig with bangs and hair that will cover your temples. Because if you glue it down, all that's going to happen is the sweat is going to make it pop up. And then you're just going to look like that girl. Like I did that one brunch at the hotel and I glued my wig down super secure. And all it did was lift up. And I looked like I had like crusty lace for the whole brunch.
So like, would you recommend like, could you put like a headband or some sort of sweat absorbing thing on your head and then the wig with bangs and stuff atop it? Like, would that be helpful, or would you rather have all the sweat?
I've honestly never done that. I know a wig cap, the bands on a wig cap generally capture a lot of moisture.
Because you know me, I wear those
double
little
wig cap?
weird, like sweat bands now because I'm sweating all the time.
In setting your makeup, I would say use a lot of powder. And something I actually learned from Deja is that she sets like between steps. She lays down a spray of like a setting spray in between.
Have you ever below
have you
the
ever?
foundation put on a layer of milk of magnesia?
No, but they do have a face, and this works for a lot of people. It kind of works for me, but there's a face antiperspirant that you can use. But I would say put it on the night before and then also put it on the day of.
Okay. See, those are very helpful tips.
And there's multiple brands, but the one that I think worked best for me was Carpe, CARPE, and I think you have to order direct from them.
Creepy paper, crepe paper.
But today also do smaller makeup. Don't use like I use a lot. I pack in a lot. And if you start to sweat and it runs down, then that makeup is going to run down the eyeshadow will run down your face.
Yeah, I have
And use TV paint
experienced
sticks.
seeing blue by the nose.
It comes right down my nose. And some makeups are better about it than others. I know that the vegan makeups can bleed more because they're like a higher pigment, and I use those vegan makeups.
That's ironic.
And I'm talking, when I say vegan makeups, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking Sugar Pill.
Oh.
Talking kimchi.
Did you try Laurel Charleston? Oh my God. Charleston's.
Well, because it's water activated, I don't think the summer is the time for me to attempt it. But I have tested it, and I say everyone needs to use it. It's wild. I've used Mayron's water activated formulas before, but I don't know what she was up to when they created this together. But it's so smooth, and it's not like a lot of water activated makeup. You got to layer it up and you got to build it up. And
It's
this
like,
is
feels like watercolors.
Yeah, it almost feels like a watercolor. This is thick from the beginning to the end, like one brush, and it's like perfectly matte color. It dries down beautifully. And it came, I think what she sent me it came with its own setting spray.
Go off. Laurel's an
Also,
icon.
use green marble setting spray. It's what they use in movies when they have to cover people's body tattoos. So you
Isn't
can like
that
spray it on
amazing?
and go swimming.
Think about the audacity of like becoming like a Hollywood star and then being like, I'm getting 1,000 tattoos all over my body. And it's like anytime you're ever in a movie, they're like, well, we've got to spend 2 hours covering up all of your tattoos before you're on film.
Isn't it amazing? Think about being Laurel Charleston and being a performance artist in New York and then being recognized for your incredible makeup abilities, painting Doja Cat, getting articles written about you, and then coming out with your own makeup line.
And being on a world tour with Melanie Martinez.
When is it our turn? Shoulders to the ears, babes. We don't got the answer. I'm giving a double thumbs down.
Bring on the
I'm
rain.
going to bring on the
Storm.
rain. And guess what? I'm going to shake my antidepressants, babe.
And shout out to all of our Mom Plus Gold folks who joined us when we recorded our Tuesday up last week. That was a hoot and a holler, as the kids like to say down in the South. And we're going to keep doing those.
All right, let's go to break.
You didn't like it?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I had a very wonderful time. I'm sorry. I actually, today, I just listened back to it. And I was like, oh, I'm sure a lot of people are mad because there was a lot of references and jokes and things that we were laughing about that were visual, that you kind of had to be there for.
Yeah, but there was no way to really chop around it because it was constant.
It just kept on happening. But just know that anytime you heard, I had done the double thumbs down, so it was raining around me. So I was shaking my antidepressants in the rain. And that's the only joke that I think anyone wouldn't get.
I can shake the rain.
And we're back. How did that sound? Or could you not hear it?
You know, to pull the curtain back yet again, I could not hear it.
Kill yourself.
That I could hear. I have some voicemails. I have a ton of voicemails.
Let's do them all. Let's blast through them.
But the whole point of a voicemail, I did want to bring this up with you. The whole point of a voicemail is it's meant to inspire conversation. It's asking a question or sharing a story, and then they want some thoughts. Oftentimes they'll play a voicemail, or I'll play a voicemail, and you'll respond. You'll respond, huh? Next call. And that I don't think is a sufficient enough answer for our listeners who take the time to memorize the number and call in.
Not hard to memorize it. I'm sure some of them are singing it right now.
451 683 9114 281 3596 414
80. First call.
Oh, do I have a sloppy one for y'all? Long-time listener, not first-time caller. Oh boy. Have you guys ever done that digestif, I think it's called Underden or something? They have them at bars. Anyways, yesterday I was out and about, and they gifted me one for the Pride season. Happy Pride. And Underberg, not Underden. And so I did it, took a shot of it. It's like a little bottle. And as I'm walking home, I noticed pins and needles feeling in my buddy hole, and I ran home because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can hold this in. And sure enough, I had to pop a slot in between two cars right up the street from my house and let it rip. Street hummus. Yeah. And then I had to put my pants on, go shower in shame, get the biggest bucket of bleach water, go back out there and wash it down. I think, oh my God. I just thought it was terrible. Reminded me of that episode where you guys talk about going boo-boo in your butt. Does that technically mean that I shit in my pants? Goodbye.
I love that Caller, you
Street
said
hummus.
that reminds me of the episode where you guys talked about going boo boo in your butt. What do you mean
Baby,
going boo boo in my
boo-boo
butt? It comes out of the butt, first of all. Second of
Reminds me of
all,
that drag queen boo boo.
every episode we talk about boo boo from the butt.
We don't talk about boo boo every episode.
How do you feel about street hummus?
That is the funniest thing I've literally ever heard. I want to say, number one, congratulations for you getting a
I
bucket,
know.
and then cleaning it up.
It's very
Could
admirable.
never be me. I would never return to the scene of the crime.
I hate, and you spoke on it, the idea of lifting up, standing up and just lifting your trousers up and putting them back on with a dirty. And
Dirty butt!
if you had that, girl, she wasn't a clean break. There was
Oh,
no skid
clean
marks straight down the hole of the toilet. If you're doing street hummus, girl, your
Street
butt cheeks are two
hummus.
pieces of pita bread who got freshly dipped. That crack is full.
I was going to order Mediterranean tonight.
Yeah, amazing job that you went and cleaned it up. I have not shit myself in
I've
the
never had that
street.
aperitif. I've never.
A
What was it?
digestive.
A digestive.
Now here's the real question. They want to know.
Well, I've never felt pins and needles in my booty hole.
See? They want to know, do you consider that shitting your pants, or is it
No,
not a
thanks.
shit the pants because they avoided their pants?
You avoided the pants. I mean, did you get a little shit on them on the inside after the digestive, or like after you pulled your pants up? Probably.
Are those
you
washing?
You
Do those
didn't
go in the
shit
washing
your
machine,
pants.
or are those in the garbage?
I'm hoping you. The underwear should probably.
Oh, do I have a sloppy one for?
It just wanted to play again.
The underwear, if it's just a little couple drops, washing machine.
Yeah, you put hummus in the washing machine all the time.
Yeah, just a little. That's when you add extra detergent and run it twice.
Mm.
Which I do with a lot of my drag.
Mm.
Hi, sluts. So I have an ethical quandary for you that,
Underburk!
while I'm not
I found it.
personally
It's
dealing with
expensive.
it's
Oh, an underburk digestive. Does it say it has like negative side effects or consequences?
It's available on Amazon.
Well,
I don't think you're supposed to do it as a shot. Oh, supports digestion, cleanses your palate, freshens your breath, and settles the stomach. Now, why is 12 bottles $175? Why are they giving that out?
well, that's not. I mean, it's not crazy
this big.
expensive. Oh, the little bottles?
They're little.
Maybe they're trying to market it for Pride. Maybe it's like a pre. Maybe it's like a douche drink because it really cleaned them out.
They got them good.
All right.
I have an ethical quandary for you that, while I'm not personally dealing with it, it's something that I think would make good conversation for the pod, and I'd love to get your two insights on this. So let's say you're scrolling through Sniffies or what have you, and you see an ad for a no loads refused
We've done this one.
like pass around party bottom event. And the bottom has a link to their Twitter. So you're like, okay, I'll just check out, see what this guy's all about.
And he's blocked
you
on
go
the
to his
Twitter.
Twitter, and lo and behold, he's blocked you. Just
We did this question.
Or maybe I listened to this one already, but I'm pretty sure we've done this one.
It was fresh in the voicemail.
Oh, he might have called twice. Okay, play it.
No, I mean we can skip ahead.
Well, what would you do? I wouldn't go. He would recognize me, and so I would not go.
But it's a no load. Oh, just from your voice.
Well, I'm doing this voice when I'm fucking butt.
And when you come, you'd cackle. Let's finish. We're just gonna finish the rest of the voice.
without ever interacting with him, just out of the blue, just has blocked you without knowing why. Are you still allowed to attend? Or does no loads refused have an exception? Let me know what you think. Goodbye.
I think this is up to the bottom, and I think if the bottom, what? What are you doing?
I feel like if it's up to the bottom has said what he wants and does not want, and if you're blocked, babes, he doesn't want it, right?
If it's titled "No Load Refused,"
then go hate fuck him.
No, I mean, fine. Keep filling in the end of my sentence.
No, I'm sorry. You go.
If it's titled "No Load Refused" and the bottom literally is like wearing a mask and is like ass up and taking any dick that comes in the room, they have to be aware that, like, listen, if this was at a sex club, they could, like, their friend could accidentally fuck them. There's a certain, like, you know, sort of understanding. Do you remember a long time ago when we had a cum dump on our show and we pitched down their voice and we sort of hid their identity?
Mm-hmm.
Something that this cum dump said was, I am a cum dump. I want any and every load. I don't care how big your dick is. I don't care if you've done sit-ups in your life. I don't care if you're 5'1" or 6'8". Like, I want anyone who will fuck me and load my ass. I want their cum. That's what he said. So that is, in a true sense, a no loads refused situation. So if that is the case, diva, doll, baby girl, you have every right to be there. Because in internet blocking, maybe like if they're on a,
you just had a bad take.
Yeah, if they're on a cum mission, they may not want to hear your joke or see your Instagram, but that doesn't mean they don't want your load, diva.
Yeah, if they're on commission.
If they're on if they're working on commission.
If they're working on commission.
I do want to update all of our listeners with a text message I received from former guest of the pod, Boomer Banks.
Oh, slay.
Who wanted me to know. I always clean off a bro's cock after they nut in me. Always.
Well, good for you, Booms. Good for you. I don't. Hey.
You don't.
I don't.
Hey,
but
I was just listening to
I'm not afraid in my ripe old age of 34 to go, why do you not think that is my age? When I was lying, I was saying I was 32. Now I'm telling the truth. Whatever,
shoulders
you're 40.
To ears.
Whatever, shoulders to ears, babe. Shoulders to ears.
Whatever,
but
I'm about to get a mullet behind my bald spot.
I'm brave enough to do it because I know and trust that I clean out enough. But it doesn't mean that I like want to do it.
You don't like your intestines?
It never tastes like anything. I've done it numerous times. It just doesn't taste like anything. But it's like the lube and like everything is just like too much.
Huh.
All right, next.
Hey, Fox. I was just listening to last week's Tuesday episode, and I know it's going to be fucking horrible to vote for Joe Biden, and it's shitty, again, to vote for another war criminal, and how fucked up everything's going on with Palestine. But I think a big thing we need to watch out for with this next election is if Trump does win, 2 Republican Supreme Court justices, Alito and Clarence Thomas, will step down, and we'll get like 2 very young Republican justices with a lifetime appointment, and we need to watch out for that. So that's a huge thing we need to watch for, especially thinking down the line, like long-term Democratic change rather than Republican change. So yeah.
Girl,
that's scary.
True. That's, you know, the Amy Coney Barrett of it all.
Oh, yeah. But then I mean, she's done some horrible shit, but like we were worried that she was going to get in there and be like a true nightmare. And she was. I mean, she voted against abortion and things like that, but I thought that she was going to be like, I mean, I guess, yeah, she was bad.
Yeah, I mean, and these Supreme Court justices have as much as stated it as fact baby, I'm retiring when there's a Republican in office, which is like
fucked up. Please stay in there. Do you know what's gonna happen?
It's antithetical to the idea of being a judge.
But also, doesn't it just give you that vibe where it's like, oh yeah, it's not going to affect me. I'm rich.
Yes, and it's not going to affect me. I'm corrupt. And it's not going to affect me. I'm in the pocket of the billionaires.
So I'm going to just take a step back and continue to maintain being rich. The way the American government is set up is like such a racket. It's so fake. It's so dumb.
It's capitalism inside of democracy.
But there's no way to overturn it or do anything. Sorry, not overturn it, but there's no way to like change. It feels futile.
Well, this is my take on it.
Because even AOC went in there being like, I'm going to change things. And now she's one of them.
What kind of weird media are you watching?
Israel.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I'm not going to get into it.
I'm
on the dark webs.
What's your conspiracy about AOC?
I just don't think she's fighting it the way she should. She said she would.
Yes, and I think people get lost in the sauce the moment they're like in the system because the system is so pervasive. Like it is this huge system.
Has she said anything about Palestine?
Yes.
Okay, good.
This is my take. Is that democratic change is really small and incremental and always has been. And we were swept up in the idea of hope and change around Obama. And then it was slow and incremental. Remember what a fucking lift it was to get Obamacare? And everyone was like, it's awful.
But we got it.
But something happened, right? But it took forever. Mm-hmm. So the energy of like, we got to flip it, we got to change it, we got to bop it, we got to twist it, like it gets lost in this fatigue of like, what is happening? Like, why is there no active change? Why do these like crazy corrupt people who are being brought up on criminal charges still win elections or still see? And then I feel crazy for saying steal elections because like, I don't mean that, but they're fucking jerry-rigging or gerrymandering the districts and making it really challenging for people to vote. So they're working within the system to make an unfair advantage for themselves, right? I think we are seeing the wildest behavior and the most grasping for scraps behavior with this Project 2025 and like Trump being so confident that he's not only going to run but also win while he's like has charges and is on probation and like all of these things that any other citizen wouldn't be able to do, but somehow he's finessing it all. It feels like it's so crazy because it's everyone's like last gasp.
I hope so.
But remember that last gasp is going to be like 20 years long because of how slow politics move. And so chipping away at the system is the only way, in my mind, to flip the system. Because it's like, girls, we want to tear the system down, but like you also want to be able to like drive your car on a street that's paved. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you also want to be able to send your kids to public school. If we like completely tear down the system without changing it from within, so many of those things, it's not the most radical view, but I don't know. I'd love to hear from like an extremely radical progressive who's like anti-establishment and understand like how the systems we're used to would thrive or even work. And then I'd also love to hear from a centrist who thinks you and I are like on Mars.
I would do that.
Because all I know,
to have a conversation.
All I know is I'm voting, and my favorite voter guide is called "The Lesser of Two Evils," and it's published by a very progressive person here in LA who's a writer and like tapped in and a community organizer. And I always look at that voter guide because it feels that way all the time. The lesser of two evils.
Thumbs up.
We need to take a break.
And we're back.
Oh yeah, baby.
When you order delivery, it's the tip that gets you.
Well, no, you think it's the tip, but that's what you want to pay.
Well, I will always pay 20% for a delivery driver. Like that's whatever it is. But
you're happy to pay the tip. When you look at the burrito or whatever you're ordering, you're happy to pay whether it's $14 or $23.
I will never order a $23 entree on delivery. That is wild. I would rather go pick it up.
You're the fucking foodie. What did you order? Read the order off.
I got 2 Madre. Read the order off. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Count orders. Are you enjoying the app? Not really. I got guacamole.
How much?
I got a crispy fish taco.
Okay.
I
how
got
much?
The price is not next to it. Oh, view details. There's the price. Okay. Guacamole, $11.
That's way too much.
Crispy fish taco, $5.
Totally reasonable.
Crispy shrimp taco, $5.
Oh, I would
fried
think
chicken
it would
taco,
be like $1 more.
$8.
Oh.
Bean and cheese burrito, $9.
Oh, but just bean and cheese.
Yeah. And then rice and beans, $8.
$8 for rice and beans?
It's big. It's enough that when I get back home from doing the shows, I can eat that.
You'll have some leftovers. Okay.
Yeah, the guacamole, I'm gonna have to eat tonight. The rest of it, I'll probably eat tonight. I probably won't finish some of them.
That's fine. We don't need to get into that, and you can say you have a friend coming over to eat that food with you too. We don't have to say that.
Okay, I do have someone coming over to eat this food with me, so I'm not insane. And I left off the thing that I'm actually gonna eat because the other stuff is for him. But I got the quesadilla for myself, and that is $15.
Okay, so that is
so the order subtotal was $67.50.
Okay,
taxes and fees $15.
That's what you don't like paying.
Tip $16.60.
You're fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Why can't we be like in Europe where the tax is, and I'm not like Europe where they don't tip, but the tax is included in the price of the item. Because when you go to the store and they say it's going to be £5, it's £5.
Yes, we have all convinced ourselves that we're I don't know.
I got so nervous when I started reading those off, and I was like, oh, everyone's going to think this is just for me.
I know, I could see it in your face because I was like, she's going to skip something. We've
and
established
I skipped
this.
The expensive thing.
You and I order more food than we're going to eat in the moment to try to take advantage of that $16 taxes and delivery fee.
Well, yeah, and part of me is thinking that the rice and cheese or the cheese and bean burrito will be good cold in the morning on the way to the airport.
Hey, caramba. All right. Well, that's where they get you.
And I have a man coming over, everybody.
That's where
that's
they get you
right.
The taxes.
I'm fucking again.
Oh, the nun? The nun's in her fuck era?
I thought there was a phone call playing.
Oh, I was just curious about you fucking again.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a phone call playing. I can't. Did it cut out?
When your first choice is a big old butt, you turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy second. Oh, diva.
All right, we're flying him out to LA.
Caller.
We're getting a new intro song, and I want it to be that.
Caller. Can you call back and just do vocal gymnastics?
Yeah, I want to hear the riffs.
I just want you to riff down and then riff back up, riff back down, and then up again.
And then I want you to riff left, down, up, right. That's what I.
Oh, right, which we determined is from a Whitney Houston song.
Yeah, I can't believe you never understood that.
I thought you were at such a loss for what to say, but had to say something. You just said general directions.
Up, down, left, right.
Yes, I never knew it was a reference to something.
Until they did it on Drag Race. So it is giving culture to the people.
$1 Million Baby. What's the
Next
song called?
Call. If he make you.
Okay, so I have just been listening to your fucking podcast since December of 2023. Mind you, I started with episode 1, bitch. We're going to go all the way to the current episode.
Whoa.
So many goddamn episodes in a week. Like, oh, queen, I need to catch up. But I actually just listened to the episode where you had not the ventriloquist, what the hell is it called? The hypnotist on.
Oh.
And I literally did this while I was at work, became fully fucking erect, went down all of the goddamn stairs, and I didn't realize it, so I stood up and had a gigantic fucking boner sticking out. My boss kind of looked over, and then looked back down at his desk, and a part of me thinks that he wanted. Should I let him suck it? It seems like he has made advances before. Anyway, goodbye! Get back.
Not. It seems like he has made advances before.
You would know. Here's what I'm gonna say, and it's not correct, and don't follow it. I am always down for fucking your boss. I am always down for fucking a boss.
I literally thought you were gonna go the opposite way. I thought you were gonna be like, "Don't do it, lawsuit."
No, babes, it's on them. They're your boss.
I was sort of lost for a second.
Fuck your boss. Fuck your boss, and then get whatever you want. PTO to go to Hawaii with your sister? Sure. I'll just tell everyone that you fucked me. Blackmail that man.
Oh my god.
But also, it could be love. You could be in love.
Could be love. Maybe it was love.
It might be love. I believe in love again. But you gotta fuck your boss to figure out if it's love or not.
That is so funny.
What, you wouldn't fuck your boss?
I mean, if my boss was hot, I would consider it.
When I worked at J. Crew, I one time really wanted to fuck my boss. I even we went out for drinks and everything, and then he was like, "Had a good night, goodbye."
Oh.
But I would have fucked him, and then I would have asked for a raise, like 2 months later.
Did he make it seem like...
He made it seem like he was interested. But I think once you get to know me, sometimes you're kind of like, nah. Also, like, me at 21 was a nightmare. Like I'm 34 now, and I'm pretty much a mess. Imagine me at 21. No rules.
Yeah, I bet you were pretty like...
I was insane.
No holds barred.
I remember, I was just talking to my friend, and I remember one time we were asked to leave a bar. And then the bar was like one of those ones where it was just windows all the way around, so you could fully see in. And I just walked up to one of the windows, whipped my dick out, and just peed on the window, so everyone in there could see me peeing on the bar that asked me to leave.
Girl,
that's how little I care. I didn't have any regard for I was also, that was New York. I feel like in LA you'd get arrested. In New York they were just like, "Can you stop?"
They were like, "Please take that dick out of here.
Get those nuts away from my face."
Oh my god.
Hi, I do have something sloppy to say. I'm listening to the Evie Oddly episode, which I love. And, usually I'm not into ableist jokes, but fuck Stephen Hawking. I also know we're not supposed to talk ill of the dead. Fuck that guy. He was an asshole, and he was also on Epstein Island. So may he rest in piss, unless he was into that, in which case may he rest in hell, where he belongs. Okay, bye. Goodbye!
How did they get...
They were billionaires. They had a...
Hey, Slops. I was just listening at work, and I was so happy to hear you guys talking about smiling and cruising. Something I talk about a lot is brought to my attention a few years ago. Many years ago now. I live in Vancouver, and there's these 2 secret gay beaches that are, like, super cruisy. And I had a friend once who was saying he's been having, like, terrible experiences cruising there. And it really surprised me because I was having, like, these really magical, really incredible connections, like, really, really great cruising with, like, incredible guys. And he asked me, like, what are you doing differently? I'm like, I don't think I'm doing anything. And so I'm like, let's go together and we'll see. And so we walked into the cruising section, and he immediately pointed out, he's like, oh, you smile. And it chases away these kind of, like, intense guys who just want to put on that very serious persona. I call them sex panthers, and the smile turns them right off, which is good for me because I'm not into that. I like a guy that can have a chuckle and a laugh, while I'm balls deep inside of him. But so I only hook up with really sweet guys because I smile while I cruise. Sex panthers are probably very sweet themselves, but I'm just not into the serious persona when I'm cruising. So it was so great to hear you guys talk about it. And, keep it sloppy.
It is a very, what is that word? When someone
just
sort of
use more words to describe it.
Knocks you off your axis a little. It's like, the word is like
disconcerting.
No, but it's like a good thing. It's like not disempowering. It's like if you had weapons.
Disarming.
Yes. It is kind of disarming when you have that panther vibe and you're trying to be sexy and you're brooding and you're scoping people up and down and you don't want to be like, hey, sis.
It's
suck
Christmas.
This. Hey, sis, you like pepperoni titties? So, like, it is kind of disarming when a person smiles, but, like, smiling is sexy. I remember when I, like, made the realization, like, looking at porn or something of, like, guys, like, jerking off on a bed and then, like, smiling at the camera. It's, like, quite the connection. So I do think smiling is, like, really sexy. It just feels odd in cruising for some reason. But I say, go off. I bet you will get a lot of
cock and ball
and attention.
Yeah, I think, and also it's a great way to figure out, like, you don't want a sex panther, so by smiling you're now I'm like, what is that word? You're culling,
what you're attracting to you.
You're like figuring out what is going to work for you with that person.
Sifting through.
Sifting. Oh, sure.
Or
I love that we named
discerning.
That last. No. Casting? No, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. Everyone gets what I'm saying. Someone screaming it at their car radio.
I think culling is kind of the right word.
Anyway, you're figuring out what you want. And if you don't want a sex panther, if you don't want someone that's that serious, by a smile, it's great. I just ran into that when I was in Palm Springs. I was like, the people that I was more attracted to, if I smiled and they smiled back, it was like, it felt sexier.
Right.
Okay, next call.
Meatballs. Was it you in that video a couple of years ago running around and like yelling into the camera, I'm a top. Ooh, I'm a top. I've been searching for that video and I can't find it anywhere. I was
That's
obsessed
so
for it for
strange.
years. Was that you? Was I obsessed with you this whole time? I love you. Bye.
Was I obsessed with you this
Was I
whole
obsessed
time?
with you? That is so wild. I'm sure if you just go to, I'm going to go to YouTube right now. Well, it's my own YouTube. But if you type in I'm a top, shouldn't that come up? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, that's wild.
What do you mean? Meatball, I'm a top?
Well, no, I just tried searching I'm a top, like if he didn't know it was me.
On YouTube, and you think your music video will come up if you put those 3 words into a global searching engine?
Even searching meatball I'm a top, it doesn't come up.
Yes, it is the first thing that comes up.
Not for me. That's what I'm saying. We all have different. Mine is on top of spaghetti.
Oh, because you're just like watching Mr. Beast videos or whatever? Meatball.
Oh, you're searching Google. I was searching YouTube.
Well, let's look at YouTube.
I'll search Google.
Meatball, I'm a top.
I'm going to search I'm a top song.
Oh, yeah. It definitely comes up. You come up. The first thing is the George Santos video.
Oh my God, where's the I'm a top video?
It's on your channel.
Is it? Do I have a channel? Did I stop paying for it?
YouTube
anyway,
channels
caller,
are
yeah, that's
free.
me. That was me. And funnily enough, funny enough.
Yeah, through the funnel. Through the funnel.
No. Big Dipper wrote that song and directed the music video for me.
Did we have the podcast yet at that point?
Nope.
Oh, and you stuck around?
Well, I love that I did no work.
You really didn't. You just like recorded it and
I showed
up,
and then you went, you didn't want to learn the song? And I went, nah. But didn't I edited the video?
No. You gave.
Oh, Kane edited it.
No. Meg edited it.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Oh, you were probably giving her notes.
We both were. Pretty aggressive notes.
Is this why? But then Meg was my assistant for a while, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah. But this video, you should put this video on your...
My Insta.
Can you?
I think the butts might get in the way, but I know how to blur now.
Well, put it on. You can download it right from your channel. And it's a high def 1080 video, so you can just...
What happened to that guy?
Girl, the final shot is like his fucking raw ass being squirted with cum. You can put that on Instagram. But I guess we got away with it on
Wait,
YouTube.
what happened to the guy that was douching in the bathroom? What was his name? You hired
I think
all
his
these
name was
models.
Austin.
What happened to him?
He danced in a Caswell video I directed too, but I think he left town.
Happens with so many.
Yeah.
So many. So anyway, yeah, that was me. And then I made like a pre video. Where it was like me running down a hallway.
Pre what?
Like for like an intro video to that video.
Yelling, I'm a top, I'm a top?
Yeah, but it was like black and white. It was like a perfume commercial.
And is that on your YouTube?
It has to be.
A special announcement.
Hi, it's me, Meatball. I know there have been a lot of rumors swirling around.
Smoking a
And
cigarette.
I came to set the record straight.
6 years ago.
All my life, I had to fight with my feelings and my sexual leanings. I wasn't ready to admit to anyone, let alone myself.
This is funny.
But the day
I
has
know
come.
it's funny. And you look skinny.
It's finally time for me to own my experience. I was skinny 6 years ago. I no longer will avoid burrito bowls before sex. I no longer have to spend hours douching. I no longer care about my butthole. Because I'm a top now. I can finally say it. I'm a top. In this moment, right here, right now, I am a top. top. I'm a top now. And I'm a real woman. That's funny. That's funny. For 6 years ago, that's pretty funny.
Bring it to Columbus, girl.
I remember I performed I'm a Top one time at Precinct, and I told it was for Queen Kong. Oh, what is that? Turn that
guys. It's the Oscars coming up.
Turn it off! Stop!
This has more
I want to tell a story.
This has more views than any of the other videos we just talked about. You singing Shallow as Trisha Paytas.
And my roommate thought I was going through something. Oh. Stop! I want to tell a story.
Are you happy in this modern world?
You sound nice.
Or do you need more?
Okay, so
tell your story.
No, because what we're gonna do now is I need you to play April Showers.
Gladly.
Oh, never mind then. So it was Queen Kong, and the Boulets were like, "Yeah, do your number," and I was like, "Great. All I ask is that my mic is on," and they were like, "Cool." And then whoever handed me the mic turned it off. So that video played, and then I went out to go fucking lip sync or to sing along with I'm a Top. And the mic was off the whole time. And the audience was like, why is she holding a mic? It was not fun. And I felt like it was intentional.
Ooh, drama. Well, we made it to the end of the episode.
There's more drama, and I would really like to get into it, but I have food on the way, and my friend is now here. So,
well, hope they want to hear you read ads. Why don't you wrap us up?
Do you want to hear me read ads? No. Okay. Thank you so much for. Wait, let's play one more call because we really went on our own. We went on our own journey there.
We can save them for the future. There is
one more call.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, this question is.
Hey, Big Dipper and Meatball. I am calling about Meatball's comment regarding Anne Frank and whether she wanted people to read her diary.
Anne Frank.
She started the diary in like 1942, and by that time they were in hiding, and for 2 years she wrote that diary, and in 1944, Minister Garrett Bolkestein broadcast from Radio Orange, the Dutch radio program that was broadcast through the BBC, that he wanted people to record their diaries and save them and other writings from the war as like a testimony. And that actually gave Anne Frank the idea to turn her diaries into a book. And from that moment on in 1944, in May 1944, she began rewriting like 300 pages of her diary, and that's what we have today as like the Diary of Anne Frank. Goodbye.
So there you have it. She did know.
But then why did her dad take out a bunch of pages?
Well, I don't know that she knew because there was no guarantee that she was communicating with anyone about publishing it or whatever. But it's very clear that this person is speaking with a lot of authority as if they do know what they're talking about.
Well, he called her Anne Frank.
Because you did.
Well, that's what I called her Anne Frank.
No, he's mimicking how you sound.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode any time. And also, can y'all go to Apple Podcasts and leave positive reviews?
Yeah, because a lot of those on there are
Not
detrimental to
nice.
my personal psyche.
Can you? And so are the comments on the videos. Y'all are mean. Y'all are fucking mean.
Well, is it because I'm the mean one?
You know, I thought you were, but honestly, no. Y'all are the mean ones. Everybody.
Ooh, my co-host coming to my.
Can y'all be fucking for real? Yeah, I look great. Can y'all be fucking for real? All right, bye.
Goodbye.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.